Welcome to Talking Hammers. Slightly different show today. I'm a man in a van. I'm a West Ham fan in a van. We could call the show that.
Each London top we'll stand in a clarion where we're chanting loud side by side. It's true, so true. Up to park to the bride, lost together we ride. History of defeat, West Ham never dies. Whoa! We're the Talking Hammers. Whoa! In the stands and banners, every kick, every goal, our spirit flames. Whoa! Shouting West Ham names.
Off the mark. 3 points at Selhurst Park. Come on, you Irons. Oh, keep your hands on the wheel. Not such a great performance in the first half. It's work in progress though, isn't it? I mean, Max Kilman's the standout for me. Good God. That man has not only made the defence better all round, he's made Mavropanos better. The way he brings the ball out. The assist for Jared Bowen. Unbelievable. That's the futsal player in him, I'm afraid. You can take a man out of futsal, but you can't take futsal out of a man. Sounds a bit rude, that. There's something about an away win, especially at a London derby. Especially at an old ground like it's a shithole, really, isn't it? Selhurst Park. Alright, if you want to do your shopping, bit of Sainsbury's after. Last week of the transfer window, Kurt Zouma's hobbling around the Middle East, trying to con someone into giving him a contract. I mean, I think we know we're going to end up paying half the wages, don't we? If not most of them, to be honest, but we'll be lucky. I've seen some reports somewhere that it's going to be a loan with a fee. I mean, I'm not sure how that works. 1 year left on a contract, but we seem to be quite good at pulling off deals in this new era, so I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, Christ, we've got a stadium for $5.99 a week. Looks like we're going to ship out Naya Fagerd. Shame really that never worked out. I mean, there's a player in there somewhere, but right place, wrong time probably. I'm always defence. Probably ruined him. I always think you need to hit the ground running when you join a new club. He had that injury at the beginning and then he's got to get back into a team where his strengths are not the strengths David Moyes looks for in a football team. I think it was always hard for him. I mean, let's face it, we're going to struggle to get rid of Danny Ings. £125,000 a week he's on at West Ham. I mean, he must have some agent. A lot of rumours that James Ward-Prowse is the man that's going to go. I suppose he's one of the sellable assets. If you're going to recoup any money, I think he's on 115 grand a week, something like that. We paid out something in the region of 30 mil. Probably haven't paid that money out yet. It's probably instalments. Wouldn't be surprised if Southampton came in for him. So they wouldn't have to find a lot of the money. There could be a deal struck there. I'd keep an eye on that in the last week. Southampton have had a bad start. Fans are getting a little jittery, and if there's anything to please fans, it's bringing back an old legend. Fans love an old legend, and he's one of their own. I think he is, isn't he? Rumours Nottingham Forest might be interested in JWP, but I mean that would be so West Ham, wouldn't it? He scored all them free kicks and never scored one for us. Unbelievable. Old Freddie Potts has gone out on loan, this time to a championship side though, Portsmouth. It's good, I think, as long as he gets game time there. I think he will. I mean, we know there's a quality lad in there. One player of the season at Wickham. I know it's League One, but yeah, I just hope he gets some decent game time there. Becomes one of the few academy players that actually makes it through to the first team proper. Because you need that, don't you? You need like a Noble. You need someone who can. You need one of your own. He's one of our own. The Thomas Marmite Souček debate carries on with great force. I feel like he's the last of the real Moyes haters. Can't stand him in the team. It's like a constant reminder. I mean, he's not the most technically gifted player in the world, but he might be useful. If we're going to keep one of them, to bring him on, he's going to be useful in certain games. Big man in the box, he causes chaos in the box, and he's got that timing right. I don't think you can teach that. I'm not comparing him to Lampard, but it's the same sort of thing. He always arrives in the box at the right time. It's just chances he gets 2 yards in front of the goal that worries me a bit. But we got the Carabao Cup tomorrow night against Bournemouth. I'll be up there. You all going up? It always gets me this, because fans moan when we don't take the cup seriously, but then the attendance is lower. It always is. It's that fans need to take the cup seriously. It works both ways. But looking at the seat maps, looks like it's going to probably be a sort of 40 to 50,000. So it's going to be quite full tomorrow night. Hopefully we get to see Somerville. I'd love to see Somerville play. Although I did hear he picked up a little slight knock in the week. I don't think that's going to keep him out of playing though. He seemed a bit cheesed off about not playing at the weekend. Did you see that cryptic Instagram thing he put up? Sort of like in God's plan, that sort of thing. Surely we're going to see the big effing German tomorrow night. I reckon he'll start. I mean, let's face it, he's done more in his 2 little appearances than Antonio's done in all the minutes before him. That's 2 games Antonio's been poor, really. I think it should be the other way around. Let's start with Fulkrug and then bring on the bloody Antonio with a point to prove at the end. Defenders won't want him bashing into him at the end, especially after they've been trying to deal with our big German all game. We should see Todibo tomorrow night. I don't think you buy a player like that and just keep leaving him on the bench. So I think he'll start alongside Kilman. That would be good. That might be the start of a wonderful partnership. Maybe see some minutes for Alvarez. He'll be wanting to get him ready for City, but not push him too far. That looks good, doesn't it? Prospect of Alvarez and Rodriguez. I mean, I know you've all been talking about a big reunion happening this weekend. Rodriguez and Alvarez playing together again. They've done it at Club America. They won the championship out of there doing it together. It's a match made in heaven. I think going forward that'll probably be. I mean, if you've got such an attacking side, you've got to have 2 people like that in there, really. Ball players. You can't have a Souček in there. He's only ever going to play Souček on the edge of the box. Did you see that though? It was interesting, the heat map for the Aston Villa game. I see loads of things online of Souček only making 10 passes during the 90 minutes. But did you see where he was playing? The heat map, he's the most forward player in the game on average positions. Apart from when we brought on Fulkrug at the end, but obviously we're trying to get a point back then, so they're really pushing on. But the average position for Souček on the Villa game, he was the most forward playing player on an average position. That's why he only had 10 passes. He wasn't playing in midfield. Loppy doesn't want to play him in midfield. He knows he's not a midfielder, but he knows he causes chaos in the box. And that ain't going to be for every game. I suspect this is it. Also part of the plan of integrating the new signings and working out how this is going to work. There's going to be a lot more rotation from this manager. I mean, David Moyes, he was happy with 11 players at some points. I mean, it used to look like he didn't want to bring anyone on, and it'd be like 88 minutes. He'd bring Cornet on. It would take longer to do all the thing with the board and everything and get him on than he'd actually have on the pitch. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. But I think it's going to be different with Lopetegui. I think he's going to rotate all the time. We've already seen him substitute Bowen, Kudos, and that sort of thing never used to happen. Moyes used to run them into the ground. I think we're going to be a lot more unpredictable now. Completely different lineups for different teams, different tactics for different teams. It's early days, but when I look at Lopetegui, there's something different. There's more of a coach there. I stayed on after the Aston Villa game because I like looking at the little bits, you know, the telly don't pick up on. And all the players he brought on, a coach came out at the end and put vests on them, like, you know, the tracking vests, and they made them do point-to-point running up and down the pitch, almost as if to complete their sort of, probably didn't do it for 90 minutes, but just to complete a bit more of a time on the pitch to get them up to speed. And it didn't just look like it was an off-the-cuff thing. It looked proper orchestrated. It looked more professional. The coaches are more on it. There's something different. There's something feels like it's jumped up a little level. It might end up being a load of old rubbish. Carabao Cup tomorrow night against Bournemouth. I'll be going up there, probably give you a little West Ham fan in a van. I've enjoyed it actually. Gives you something to do whilst driving. Hang on a minute, do you think this is legal? Pretty sure you're allowed to talk while you drive, aren't you? Yeah. I'll be interested to see the lineup, because there's been a lot of groaning and sighing when the last two lineups have come out. Jesus, but tomorrow night we should see our big in German. He's got to start ahead of Antonio. I should think we'll see Somerville, that'd be exciting. I'd like to see Tadibo in defence. Be nice for Alvarez to get some more minutes. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, all that business. That little bell thing. Get notification then every time I'm in the van. We'll try and keep this going if you like it. West Ham fan in the van. Come on, you irons! That's hard to do when you're driving.
Each London's heart will stand in a clarion where we're chanting loud side by side. It's true, so true. Up to back to the bride, lost together we ride. History of the thief, West Ham never dies.